Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading for you today. It's Monday the 14th through to Sunday the 20th of October 2019. These are the cards. I often get asked what cards I'm using in the reading, so I'd like to show you the cards that I'm actually using for your reading. So we always start off with the weekly check-in, where we look at the week ahead and we just look at kind of general things coming through, and we look at various areas concerning the week. And for that we use this top row of cards here. We use the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. We use the Ancestor Path Tarot by Julia Kuchia Watts. We use the Tarot Grand Luxe and New deck by Ciro Marchetti. It's probably not so new, but definitely as mass marketed deck, it's fairly new. So Ciro Marchetti, the Tarot Grand Luxe. And we also use for your advice a new deck that was bought, the Tarot deck, Art of Life Tarot deck by Charles Livingston. This is a very kind of different tarot deck, because what this tarot deck, guys, does is it has the same 78 cards, but you've got quotes on each of the 78 cards. So that's why I'm using this. I don't use this in kind of readings, traditionally as cards for readings. I use these more as advice, which is really nice. For your second reading, where we look at the 10 card work area and the 10 card love area, we use my favourite card, my favourite deck of all, the Dark Mansion Tarot. Phenomenal, guys. We use this one here. And we are also using for your advice for love and money, Tea Leaf Fortune cards by Ray Hepburn, and also the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, enjoy your reading, guys. Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. We're going to be doing the 14th through to the 20th of October 2019. We're going to be doing your weekly check-in reading first. Then we're going to be looking at your love reading and, well, your work reading first, sorry, and then your love reading afterwards. Okay, I'm not going to be appearing directly on the reading this week. I just want to be able to show you guys the cards today. So, yeah, sit back and enjoy the reading. Okay, Aquarius, we've got your cards down. Let's have a look at who you guys are for the week. So, Aquarius, you are showing as being, oh, nice, the King of Cups. I often see the King of Cups as somebody who is, all kings take charge. They're ruled by Earth. So there's someone who has kind of formed complete feelings. So when you're a King of Cups, because the kings are ruled by Earth, they're underlined by Earth energy. So it's a pentacle, it's Earth energy, and pentacles take form, they take shape. He is the King of Cups, so he's water. So he's probably, I don't know which way you do it around, but whether he's water of earth or earth of water, one of the two. Regardless, he's earth and water. So feelings are the cups. So feelings are taking form here. So I think that you guys here, I think that you are showing as the King of Cups this week, because you may be showing as being empathic, kind, supportive to another individual. You might be showing as in full control of your feelings, because the King of Cups can also be in full control of his feelings. So this isn't just about controlling your feelings, this is completely understanding your feelings as well. And I think that I'm going to go along with that at the moment, Aquarius, and say that at the moment, I think that you have fully formed your feelings on a situation. I think that with this King of Cups energy, there comes with that understanding, because the King of Cups, when he shows up, he is not just empathic and sympathetic, he's also emotionally intellectual as well. And what comes with emotional intellectualism? Well, it's intelligence, emotional intelligence. It's knowing, how you feel about a situation, but it's also with the King of Cups energy, knowing how you handle the situation as well, which is why he's in complete control when it comes to his emotions. When he's, oh, sorry about that noise, it's coming from over the screen. When he's in the reverse, the King of Cups in the reverse often indicates we're not in control of our emotions. Sometimes we're far too emotionally distant, or sometimes we're kind of losing control a little bit emotionally with that King of Cups in the reverse. But in the upright, it shows somebody who's in charge of their emotions, because kings take charge, and this is somebody who's in charge of their emotions. What's the reason for this? Ah, funny, that showed up for that Eight of Swords showed up for I think it was Gemini when I did Gemini's reading. I think that with the Eight of Swords energy, this is something mental. I think that this is because the Eight of Swords, and how I'm going to read this is that I feel that you guys are showing as being in emotional control. You're showing as being in control of your emotions. I feel that you've got some concerns here with the Eight of Swords, Aquarius, if I'm being honest. Because the Eight of Swords in this reading now, I feel, is where some of you guys are feeling... When you get the Eight of Swords energy, this card can indicate depression. It can indicate mental trouble. It can indicate feeling trapped. It can indicate feeling frustrated. It can indicate feeling fearful. It can indicate feeling powerless. It can indicate having a breakdown. It can indicate great mental fears happening to the seeker, to the client. So I feel that there's, and this can also be an external card as well. Sometimes we are trapped. Sometimes our hands are tied. Very similar to a hangman sometimes. And sometimes all you can do with a hangman, with the Eight of Swords, is surrender to the situation. Sometimes we are trapped. Sometimes there's no way out of a situation, or we don't feel that there is. But this is where you need the King of Cups. And this is why I'm glad that you guys are showing as being the King of Cups, Aquarius. I didn't call you Sagittarius, because you're showing as having great presence of mind with that King of Cups as well. You're completely kind of in your emotional element here. You've taken charge of your emotions, and this is concerning. I think with the Eight of Swords, whether it's mental or it's external, so whether it's inward or external, I think it's a very volatile situation happening here for some of you guys. And I think that you've managed to take control, or you'll be taking control emotionally off that. This is your fears as well. So some of you guys taking control emotionally is concerning for some of you guys, a frustration or a fear. What is your goal for the week? The Fool. Okay, so Aquarius, this is actually one of your majors, isn't it? The Fool is, I think one of your ruling planets is Uranus. And I know the Fool is also ruled by Uranus, so we often associate the Fool. Fool can definitely be associated with an Aquarius. And we know that you're a free thinker, so we know that you don't want to be that. There's no way that Aquarius wants to be that, because Aquarius is the type of sign, from what I don't do astrology, but from what I've read up about Aquarius in terms of the way that your mind works, you're very much a free thinker. Okay, you're not kind of bound. You're not really interested, especially mentally wise, in being bound by other people's thoughts and other people's rules. You're very much the maverick when it comes to ideas and the way that you see things with the Fool energy. So because you are the Fool, your goal is to probably release yourself. That's your goal for the week. Because this is you on the card. This is the Aquarian card of the Fool, ruled by Uranus, which is, the planet of freedom and doing things in your own way and free thinking and all of that good stuff. Your goal, I think, with this Fool energy is to free yourself of this energy here. All right. But I also think that because we're looking at perhaps for some of you guys, Aquarius, whereby some of you guys mentally, it might be that you've got some mental pressures. You've got some mental worries going on here with the Eight of Swords energy. I feel that the goal would be to free yourself off that with the Fool energy. It would probably be to try and look at things in a totally different way, or in a way that doesn't kind of hinder you with that Eight of Swords. It would probably be one of the goals would be to look at the more positive side of the situation with that Fool energy, but nevertheless to free yourself from the binds and from the from the chains. As you can see, not exactly chains, but she's bound. Her eyes are bound, her hands are bound. So this is all about being, freeing yourself from the kind of binding, from the boundaries of that Eight of Swords energy, from the imprisonment of the Eight of Swords. That's what the Fool would want to do, and that's what your goal is. What is the obstacle you need to overcome? You've got a Queen of Cups now from a different deck, though. You need to overcome the obstacle of the Queen of Cups. And I get the impression, I don't think that this is you. I think this is somebody else. Because I think that you're emotionally... She's not reversed, though. That's the thing. She's not in the reverse. So, you're... for the week, you're taking charge emotionally. You're taking charge of your emotions. It's concerning a situation that's quite volatile. Mentally, emotionally, externally. It's concerning a situation that might be quite tricky, quite volatile with that Eight of Swords. Your goal is to free yourself with the Fool energy of this situation here with the Eight of Swords energy. It is also, if this is anything to do with some form of mental entrapment here, but one in which you're just kind of saying, you know what, I'm okay, I'm in control of this. This could easily be some of you guys are depressed with that Eight of Swords, and it's all about needing to take your control, because when you're depressed, what happens with depression is it's usually just internalized anger. That's how I see it. Internalized rage, internalized anger that the seeker can't really bring out. So they internalize it and it really just depresses everything. While with the King of Cups, he's going to want to try and take his power back. So this is all about you guys taking your power back emotionally on a very volatile situation. Mental, emotional, external. I need to be free. I need to see things in a different way with the Fool energy. I don't want to kind of limit myself with the Eight of Swords energy to these thoughts that I've been thinking. I want out with the Fool energy. I don't want to be depressed anymore. I want to be free. The Fool is to be free. But the obstacle I need to overcome is the Queen of Cups energy, but she's not reversed. She's not reversed. I don't know whether this is someone who's telling you something here. She doesn't, Queen of Cups is usually quite composed. That's the thing with this card. She's not reversed. So I wouldn't say that this was kind of somebody negative who was dragging you down. But the obstacle that you need to overcome is your Queen of Cups. So how does the Queen of Cups, we have to now look at how that Queen differs from the King. If you are taking charge of your emotions because of this Eight of Swords here, okay, in the week. But the obstacle you need to overcome is the Queen of Cups energy. Well, what does it mean to be the Queen of Cups? The Queen of Cups actually can mean depression. It can actually. It can. Yeah, it can. And it doesn't need to be reversed. That's why a lot of readers read her as the card of sort of woman who's really down. You know, really, she can get, not the worst depression on a Queen of Cups will be the reverse of her. But in the upright, yeah, she can get low. So I do feel that the obstacle you need to overcome, though, is that I think this is actually you now. I actually think that you do go through times of kind of feeling spiritually and emotionally quite low with that Queen of Cups energy. I think that you do go through times of feeling that with the Queen of Cups energy. What could you be achieving, though? The Four of Cups, interesting energy showing here, another cup card. So how do we achieve a Four of Cups? Well, the Four of Cups is all about looking again at a situation that we didn't look at before. So number one is being selective, but you know, it almost feels like what you could be achieving is a choice in a way with that Four of Cups. Because, but then, do you know what? I don't even think it's a case of Aquarius that you can choose to do this. I just don't think you can choose whether or not you turn these feelings on or off. Because I feel certainly with that Queen of Cups being your obstacle, there are times when you're prone to feeling depressed. There are times when you're prone to feeling really down, when you're prone to going inside of yourself. That's why she's often read as being the depressed queen, the Queen of Cups, because she's filled with all of her emotions, you see, and her emotions not really taking over. But the thing with the Queen of Cups is, I noticed that she's got her cup open. Usually if the cup is closed, then she tends to bottle a lot of stuff up. If the cup is open, she's opening up emotionally, or she's willing at least to open up emotionally. But that's the obstacle that you need to overcome. It's not that you're willing to open up emotionally. I just feel that we need to go to the place. And I've just noticed as well, there's a cup here as well. Can you see the two cups? Look, one there and one there. That's interesting. They look the same as well, don't they? They look the same. Interesting. But I do feel some of you guys, let's just go with the line that some of you guys, the obstacle you need to overcome is because you're taking emotional charge. Taking charge emotionally off a very volatile situation here. One in which your goal is to be free, okay? Mentally, emotionally, physically free of this Eight of Swords. But the obstacle you need to overcome, I do think you need to go through dips of depression or dips of kind of emotional lows, which is what the Queen of Cups can go through, okay? You could be achieving the Four of Cups, though. I think that what you're achieving is options. This reminds me of options because we've got 4 cups on here. It reminds me of a 7 of Cups. I think that what you could be achieving by the end of the week, and this, if you look at the 4 cups, every single one of them is open. So when I get cups in a reading, I often know that the cups can represent that somebody is receiving emotional support. So what you might be achieving is, even if you have to overcome the obstacle whereby you go through lows at certain times, Aquarius, you could be achieving with the 4 of Cups. At least you have people who are coming forward with their cups, offering you some form of help, offering you some form of support. That's what the cups are there for. They're there to offer you a drink. They're there to offer you sustenance, or is it sustenance or something like that, when you're going through a time of grief or difficulty. So you have help here in this particular 4 of Cups here. What do you need to avoid this week, Aquarius? Freaking out. 10 of Wands. You just need to avoid freaking out. You need to avoid letting everything get on top of you. Letting everything get on top of you with the 10 of Wands energy. I mean, this could be relating to anything in your life. This could be, because I certainly feel that this is more mental pressure, the 8 of Swords. But this is you guys taking emotional charge of that mental pressure here. You know, I certainly get the impression that this is depression. To me, you guys are really kind of, and also, you know, this is internalized fear as well, the Eight of Swords. So I certainly feel here, Aquarius, there is the situation of depression this week, I'm sorry to say, for some of you guys with that Eight of Swords. Feeling quite low, internalizing a lot of pain perhaps with that Eight of Swords energy, taking charge of your emotions because you are kind of internalizing a lot of pain here for some reason with that Eight of Swords energy. And I think it is really kind of leading to depression. It doesn't help if you, for example, this can be work. You can, some of you guys can have the workload, so you can see she's got the phone on, her hands are at her head, she's got a bug flying around the light, she's got pens and pencils everywhere, she's got coffee on the table, she's got screwed up papers. She's really, this is a woman under pressure, and you need to avoid allowing all of this external stuff that happens to you, whether it's work or, you know, family matters or everything happening at once. You need to try and avoid, if you can, Aquarius, allowing all of this to kind of bring you down, because you're only starting to do the King of Cups this week, you see. You're starting to take charge of your emotions, despite going through some really kind of difficult, painful situation with that Eight of Swords. Despite going through a depression or internalizing a lot of stuff, I do feel that you're coming out of the darkness because you're saying, you know what, this week I'm taking care of my emotional health with this King of Cups. I'm going to take my power back, emotional power back, with the King of Cups energy showing here. All right, and it's brilliant that you're doing that. So the trouble is, if you do this, you're going to be going right back to square one. You're going to be going back to this stage here, when in fact I think that for some of you Aquarians, you're now ready to kind of move out of this energy here, because you're ready now. You say, right, now I feel ready to kind of start taking my power back. If you start freaking out, which some of you may not be able to help, because you do go through those dips, those emotional dips from time to time. That's your obstacle you need to overcome, when you do go through those emotional dips, where you're very that's the word I'm looking for. You need to overcome the obstacle that you're quite sensitive at the moment. Of course, that was what I was looking for, because the Queen of Cups is a very sensitive character. All right, so she tends to kind of feel things deeper than other people. She tends to kind of feel the energies of people around her very deeply. She picks up on things very, you know, on energies around her. This is why she's like a medium, a clairvoyant, a tarot reader, that type of thing. She picks up on a lot of stuff emotionally. So you need to overcome the obstacle that you're in a really sensitive place at the moment, where there's a lot of things that could still affect you with that Queen of Cups energy, though you're trying to take charge of your emotions because you've been through, you know, some mental wars going on here, probably brought on by either, you know, if you suffer from depression already, Aquarius, you might have gone through another bout of it. If not, then maybe this is an external environment, because those Eight Swords can be people's words, keeping this person kind of held back. Because sometimes this can be as bad as your Ten of Swords, for example, Nine of Swords, backstabbing, that type of thing. But I do feel you've been through a really painful situation and trying to take emotional control of your life again, which is great. But just know that the obstacle you need to overcome is that you are still at a very sensitive stage where you could be affected by a lot of stuff. And that's why I'm saying here with the Ten of Wands, Aquarius, you need to make sure that you avoid, or try and avoid, and to be honest with you, I would say try and avoid, this week you need to avoid stressful situations, because I feel that if you do get into a stressful situation, if you can, so if you've not been very well, my darlings, and you're still feeling very kind of vulnerable with that Queen of Cups energy, and very vulnerable and sensitive with the Queen of Cups energy, perhaps, you know, if it's a work thing, I'm not a doctor, but perhaps what I could say is that maybe you need to go into work. You need to kind of get a sick note or something like that. Because especially if your job is really stressful and that type of thing, Aquarius, the last thing you want to be doing is this. Because you're really sensitive at the moment. So you're going to be very vulnerable and sensitive to, you know, really pressurized environments, to environments where people throw work at you, to environments where you're kind of having to cope with things within the home and things within work. You don't want to put yourself under any type of stress or duress at the moment. So maybe you want to avoid anything stressful if you can. Because I don't think you're going to be able to avoid getting stressed out. That's the only reason that I say that, Aquarius. Because here, the obstacle you need to overcome is that you're really still quite sensitive to a lot of energies around you at the moment. And if you get this tumultuous energy showing up, it's not going to be easy for you to avoid getting really stressed out, because you're just at the beginning of starting to take charge. So you're not out of the woods yet. That's the thing. So maybe it's best to avoid going into stressful situations. If your job's stressful, maybe you can get a sick note and sign off work or something like that. In the UK, if you're American, you're watching this, in the UK, if you get really ill or something like that at work, especially mental health, that type of thing, which I think there's mental health happening here, because we've got this Eight of Swords and you guys trying to take the emotional charge of the King of Cups, Aquarius. I definitely feel we're looking at perhaps some mental health issues going on for some of you guys this week, if it resonates with you. And I just don't think you should be in this environment. I think you need to avoid an environment like this. For some of you guys, you might need to avoid going to work. I'm not saying that you should, I'm just saying that you might need to, because you are still very vulnerable at the moment. That's the problem. What should you embrace? Yeah, you know what? You need to embrace time out. Nine of Coins. Nine of Coins is all about pampering yourself, going to a spa, getting a massage, relaxing, you know, letting people take care of you, or spending time on your own. Can you see the difference, Aquarius, between both of those cards? Can you see the absolute difference? One is very calm. The lady on the Nine of Coins, she's reading a book, she's eating her lunch. She's relaxing, she's taking it easy, she's having a cup of tea, she's got her cat sitting there, the doors are open, it just feels lovely, and she's just like, oh, this is heaven, I've time on my own, it's really nice. Whereas in contrast, what you've got in the avoidance area is this card here, Aquarius, which is your Ten of Wands. Okay, depicted as a woman who's really stressed out about all the work that she's got to do, which is what the Ten of Wands is. Because I think this is career. Ten of Wands is usually, wands are usually referring to your career, and with the Ten of Wands you might have too much work on. There's too much stress with the Ten of Wands. So you need to avoid, I think, a stressful environment, and some of you guys might need to embrace it. You need time to heal and time to take, just take some time out for yourself with that Nine of Coins. Okay, spend time, in solitude, eating healthy food, because the Pentacles indicate health. And the Nine of Coins would be a very good card for health. It talks about, when you look at a health reading with the Nine of Coins, somebody is really kind of one step away from getting towards fulfilling their health goals. They're eating right, they're eating organically, they're feeling good, they're relaxing, they're not pushing themselves, they're not stressing themselves, they're taking vitamins, they're eating organic food, all of that type. So Nine of Coins is one of the best health cards you can get. And you're there. That's what you need to embrace. It's time just to relax. You really don't need this stress. If you guys are possibly trying to kind of recuperate from being ill, okay, mentally ill I mean, because I think this is a mental illness reading, to be perfectly honest with you. If you're trying to recuperate from that, Aquarius, the best thing that you can do for yourself 100% is avoid going into a stressful working environment, or anywhere that you know is going to bring you stress. And you need to embrace time out on your own. Just recuperating and relaxing, quiet, nice music, whatever it is you want. That's the Nine of Coins for you. It's not just about money or independence. It's about having a nice environment. It's about relaxing. It's about having back massages. It's about going out to eat with your friends, nice restaurants, that type of thing. Just completely nice, relaxed energy. If you need support and advice, where can you go, Aquarius? You can go to the page of coins. That's interesting that you should go to the page of coins. Well, the page of coins, usually this is someone who's a financial whiz kid. Usually this is someone, but I get the impression if you need support and advice, go to someone who could probably do a few chores for you. Because the page of coins does chores. You might have to pay the person, or you might have to kind of, pay them in kind. Do you see what I mean? Like, for example, if you have to take time off work because you need to avoid stressful job, or you got a stressful job, because mental health is a really important thing. It really, really is. Mental health is extraordinarily important in this day and age. There's no two ways about it. I can't stress. I mean, in the past, I never knew what depression was before. For years, I never knew what it was. And I never knew what anxiety was, because my twin sister suffered from it, and still does to a certain extent. But I never knew what it was. Not until, a few years back, when suddenly I was like, why am I feeling like this? And it was horrible. The Eight of Swords, when you're going through something really difficult mentally, Aquarius, and you're at that Eight of Swords, it's horrible. It's just the worst feeling ever. You're anxious. The Eight of Swords is definitely a card about anxiety. It's a card about fear. It's a card about depression. It's a card about mental anxiety for sure. This is the type of person who doesn't like going out into social environments often with the Eight of Swords energy. This is the type of person that's always crying with the Eight of Swords energy. This is just a really tricky card when it comes to mental health. And I'm really glad that we got this reading today, because I just feel that most of my videos don't get many thumbs up, and I've come to accept that I'm fine. You know, I'm not in the business of tarot, of scoring points on videos, you know, who gets the largest views or who gets the most. That's not what I'm about as a reader. Even if I only got one thumbs up on this reading and it's helping someone who's going through a really tricky time, thank you, Jesus, my job is done on this reading, because I just feel that this reading is a really important one. It really does feel so important, and it definitely smacks to me of mental health, and the fact that some of you guys, probably not a lot of you, but some of you guys just need to take care of yourself, because that Nine of Coins is all about taking care of yourself. And if you need help and support, go to someone who can take on some chores for you. Because the Page of Coins, you can see he's doing chores. He's getting paid, but he's doing chores. So go to someone who can walk your dogs, for example. If you don't want to go out, go to someone who can walk your dogs with the Page of Coins. If you need help with shopping, go to your Page of Coins, someone who can pick up your shopping for you, you know. This will be somebody who can give you the practical help. Possibly could be somebody younger as well with the Page of Coins energy, but this is going to be someone who can give you practical help. It might be a child, for example, Aquarius. It might be you've got a kid here who can take on a lot of the chores, that type of thing. But I get the impression that you need someone who can give you practical help, because for some of you guys, all you need to be doing this week is sitting back and just relaxing with that Nine of Coins. You don't need to be putting yourself under any stress at all. And I cannot stress enough that if you have to go into work and it's a really stressful environment while you're on this healing journey here, Aquarius, where you're still very, very sensitive to certain energies, okay? But you're trying to take charge of your emotions because you've been in the doldrums for far too long. You've been in this depressive state for far too long here, okay? I would strongly advise, looking at this reading, that you avoid going into anything stressful. The only reason I say that is because you are the Queen of Cups in your obstacle area, and she is an extraordinarily sensitive woman. Remember, she's a clairvoyant, she's a tarot reader. She picks up on energies just like that. Just like that. She's really, really sensitive. And really what we're saying in this reading is that you are still very vulnerable and sensitive to various energies around you. So if you go into work this week and you're still just trying to take charge of your emotions, you've had a really bad weekend of depression, or last week you were crying, or whatever it was with the Eight of Swords, and you're kind of like, okay, I am feeling still sensitive, I really am, but you know what, I'm going to try and help myself. I'm going to try and take charge. I'm going to try and kind of heal myself and feel better with that King of Cups. I'm going to try and take emotional and mental charge of my life now. You're still that queen. You're not out of the woods completely. So you don't need to be environments. I know that your goal is to break free of this energy here with the Fool energy. I know it is. I know it is. But the thing is, Rome wasn't built in a day, Aquarius. And if you go into a workplace where you get this energy and you start freaking out, oh my God, that's not going to be very good for you. You're just going to go back to square one. You're not because I just get the impression when I look at this reading, Aquarius, some of you guys have taken that first stride out of depression. It's almost like it's the first day that you've opened the curtains, or you said, okay, today, okay, I've been in the doldrums so long, I've been underneath the covers in my bed, the curtains have been shut, I've been really depressed, but okay, today's the first day that I'm gonna, this is why you're still vulnerable here and you're still very sensitive, and that's why the obstacle is you need to try and overcome your sensitivity, because you're a baby, you're still vulnerable, you're a baby, it's almost like you've just come out of the womb, you just opened up those curtains, and said, okay, I'm going to try and take charge now. The light gleaming in your eyes as you put your hand over your forehead, cover your eyes so you can't see the sun. You're still kind of startled by everything because you've been in this dark place for far too long. You really have. For a long, long, long time. And suddenly, still vulnerable, but you want to take those baby steps with the King of Cups to taking charge. And I commend you. But what I would say is this. Number one, try and avoid going into stressful situations. So if there are certain people you don't like to be around, don't go around them, okay? If your job is really high pressured and they put a lot of responsibility on you and you're going to fall under the responsibility because you're just coming out of that darkness of the Eight of Swords, you're still feeling vulnerable with that Queen of Cups, no bueno, don't do it. Get a sick note, get signed off work, something. Don't do it, because you have to embrace it. You've got to take care of yourself. You have to with that Nine of Coins. And if you need help, number one, what you could be achieving is lots of help by the end of the week. Remember, tarot, go with your instincts on the cards. Please, please, please go with those instincts. To me, this card says because it's in a positive position, what you could be achieving by the end of the week is, some of you guys, it might be the power to say no, but also it might be with the Four of Cups, what you could be achieving is people coming to you and saying, do you want a cup of tea here? Do you want a drink here? You know, do you want an orange juice here? Is there anything I can help you with here? Lots of options for help. The cups are all open. They're help. Now your hands are down, but there is still the potential for people to present help to you with these cups, okay? And again, if you need advice, support, go to someone who can give you practical help. Walking your dogs if you've got them, if you just don't feel up to it. Going out and getting your shopping for you if you don't feel up to doing it. You've got kids, rely on them. You see what I mean? That's what they're there for. You gave birth to them. So, you know, at the end of the day, you've given birth to them, Aquarius. You've loved them, you've nurtured them. So they can't, you know, they should be turning around and making sure mama or papa's looked after you, yeah? It's what they're not here for that, but you know what I mean? They should be doing it, you know? They're your babies. They should be looking after you if they're at an age that they can do that. Let's have a quick look at what the advice is. You know, I really hope that if any of this reading, Aquarius, really kind of resonates with any of you guys, that you really do take care of yourself. Please do. And the reason that I say that is because I have a twin sister that has, you know, that suffers from depression from time to time. So I know what it feels like, and I know what it's like to be with someone who's really trying to take those baby steps with the King of Cups out of the dark. They're trying to take charge of their emotions now. Because they've been in this place of fear and depression for so long. I know what it's like. I've been dealing with it for many years. My twin sister has a partner and a child, and they're very, very good when she has an episode. But also I've been there all her life. We've been together since we've been in the womb together. My twin sister means the world to me. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. She's one of the greatest, if not for me, the greatest person alive on the earth. But she's my twin. She's wonderful. So I know how this feels. I really do. And there have been times in my own life when I've suffered with depression, and I never knew that before. For years I never knew what that was until it fell upon me a couple of years ago. Suddenly I was like, what the hell is this? And I couldn't cope. But I had support there. My twinny supported me, and I always support her. You know, so please, 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 please don't put yourself under any stress. If you can, and you've got to get signed off, then get signed off work if it's too much pressure. If you can't get signed off work, then go and ask for help and support with your workload. Get someone to help you and support you on a practical level with all the jobs that you've got on. You will reward them kindly anyway, not with money, but just with praise and thanks, you know. But please, don't put yourself if this resonates with you, Aquarius, please don't put anything under duress. Because you think you're going to get better. Remember, the Fool is your sign. Aquarius rules the Fool. Aquarius Uranus rules the Fool. Your goal is to get out there again, be full of life. Oh, remember, the Fool is lacking any baggage. There's no baggage that this person has. This card as well reminds me of troubleshooting as well, because she's got the cards. She must be a tarot. And in fact, she's got the cards. Look, can you see the back? She's got the tarot cards. So it might also be your goal is to explore something here with the Fool, because when we go to tarot readers or something, we're exploring the situation. So it might be that if that's the case, then that's great. If the Fool is rather about you kind of being up on your feet again, sprightly, happy, it's not going to happen. You have a lot of healing to do here. Universe Spirit, what is the advice you have for Aquarius? Yeah. If this is resonating with any of the Aquariuses, I commend them. I know what this feels like through my own experience years ago and through my twin sister's experience. I want to know. Please, Universe, please, Lord, just give advice. This is probably the most important reading I think I've done for this week out of all of them so far. It just feels so important. So what's the advice you have for Aquarius, please, on this reading? All right, that one wants to come out. There's actually 4 that came out together. So Page of Pentacles shows up. See that one again. The first step towards philosophy is incredulity. Okay. I think that, you know, when you're incredulous, you're kind of like, wow, that is surprising. There's a surprising element to incredulity. So when we're incredulous, we're kind of like, wow, it's the wow factor thing. And what we do when we're incredulous is we want to find out even more about something. So don't be afraid to kind of look at whatever this thing is that you go through, anxiety or depression, Aquarius, as something that really is quite incredible. and something that you'd like to kind of find out a little bit more about. Two of Pentacles. Happiness is not in the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. Okay, so maybe you want to be doing something a little bit creative this week. Nine of Coins. It's spending time on her own. It's doing things that she likes to do. We've got another Pentacle. We've got all Pentacles. That's incredible. We've got all Pentacle energy. So this is all about things taking form, things taking shape. Queen of Pentacles. Riches are not from abundance of worldly goods. There you go. It keeps talking about. This is what I like about when I look at a Pentacle card, and it's not all about the money. All right. So the first step towards philosophy is incredulity. So really, it's about that first moment that you're like, that's incredible. And then it's like, okay, let me examine that a little bit more. So this is really about examining, I think, this week about what you're going through. And you could do that through the Fool energy, being that this looks like a reader or someone that, or for yourself, just examining what you're going through for yourself with the Aquarius energy of the Fool. Okay. But also the Two of Coins. And it keeps talking with these two cards, the Two of Coins and the Queen of Coins, that happiness is not in the possession of money. So, if this has been about money or anything, your happiness is not about money. Your happiness is, number one, about what you can achieve in life, okay? And the thrill of making those efforts, especially creatively. But it's also, with the Queen of Coins, your happiness is also from having a contented mind. And then you've got the Knight of Coins. The secret of success is constancy of purpose. Constancy of purpose. Okay, so it's about having a purpose. Some of you guys, this may not be about having there's something here. I mean, you had 4 Pentacle cards come out. And Pentacles, usually when Pentacles come out, some readers will say that's money. Well, this isn't about money. The universe is trying to tell you that something is actually taking form here in your life. All of this, I think, is for a reason. I think everything you've been through here, Aquarius, is because something is finally taking shape within your life. Something is beginning to form, okay, within your life. And I think that whatever is coming into formation for you through these cards, this week and going forward, it can only serve, I would say, with these cards, Aquarius, to help you look at things probably from another perspective. Because perhaps some of this depression has come from one place. But if it allows you, through what this episode some of you guys have had, to start forming other ideas on how you can kind of deal with the energies and the darknesses that you do, I think you're going to come out the other end feeling very different at the end of the day. Because it keeps saying that the secret of success is the constancy of purpose. So what is your purpose? Okay, what is your purpose and what are you doing to make those things happen? Okay, riches are not from abundant worldly goods, but from a contented mind. So what brings you contentment? What gives you mental contentment? Because this is not a contented mind. Two of Pentacles, again, happiness is not in the mere possession of money, but it lies in the joy of an achievement. So what is your purpose in life? What are you trying to achieve? And what brings you contentment of mind? And then finally, the first step towards philosophy is incredulity. So whenever you see something and you're kind of mesmerized, and you're like, I don't understand why this is or why this has happened, but I want to kind of look into this more. I think that allow your interest or allow those surprising moments as well to help you to delve deeper into what it is that surprised you, especially when it comes to kind of like, wow, oh my God, I just went through a whole month of feeling depressed and lying underneath the covers. Okay, well, let me do some research into that. Let me find out why that was. Instead of saying, finally, I'm over that now, I feel better, and kind of just shoving it underneath the carpet, Aquarius, I think it's time to kind of say, okay, well, let me have a look now at what I can do about this, you know. Beautiful reading. Absolutely beautiful reading. What we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look at your work reading. Okay, so please bear with me. Okay, Aquarius, let's have a look at your work. What have we got? Oh, Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups is usually an offer. New beginning, an invitation is the Ace of Cups energy showing up. Oh, nice. Victory, success. Okay. I definitely feel that you're receiving an offer here with this Six of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This to me looks very much like a new job, or it could be a promotion. Okay. I also think that some of you guys are getting a lot of support in work as well, because the Ace of Cups is an overflow. It's an abundance card, and this is support. So I get the impression some of you guys are getting a lot of support in your work this week as well, Aquarius, okay? But I do feel that there is jealousy here as well with the Five of Swords. I feel that you're getting a lot of support more than likely with these two cards. But I do feel with the Five of Swords energy, there could be some jealousy. I think if this is a new job or an opportunity that's being offered to you, there could be setbacks with the Five of Swords as well. Oh, no. I think you're getting a lot of support. I think you're getting a lot of recognition and support because this is recognition and this is an overflow. It's an abundance. I think there's a lot of support and a lot of recognition some of you Aquarians are getting. But that could be you, though, because Seven of Swords is an Aquarius card. Don't like those two together, though. Six of Cups in the reverse. Okay. I feel that you realise, I think this is you. And I think that you realise that you've got to be quite clever and strategical because I do feel that you've got jealousy around you with that Five of Swords. Because usually when you get a Five of Swords in a work reading, you've got someone who wants to take you down. This can be somebody who's quite abusive. This can be somebody who's quite unkind. Now, the Six of Cups in the reverse for me, if somebody's living in the past or reminiscing about the past or looking at things through rose-tinted glasses with the Six of Cups in the upright, then this for me is somebody who's kind of facing up to reality. And I actually get you guys being the Seven of Swords because you are Aquarius and this is Aquarius energy. I feel that you're the Seven of Swords and I feel that you guys are facing up to the reality that you need to kind of be smart where this person probably is concerned here. Because I get somebody who's quite jealous of your success in work. And some of you guys with the Six of Cups in the reverse, you're no longer thinking that you're going to win them. So I think in the upright, you probably thought you would win this individual over. You probably thought, oh, you know what, I'll make a friend of them, and in time they're going to really like me, and we're going to get on. But in the reverse, I think that you're kind of coming to reality now. You're no longer looking through rose-tinted glasses, and you're kind of saying with this Seven of Swords, I'm going to need to, plan ahead. I'm going to need to kind of get smart about this individual here because I'm seeing this person for what they try. And I'm seeing that actually that probably Six of Cups reverse, me and this individual aren't going to be friends. We're just not going to be friends at all. The Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups usually means a new job or it means that you're looking for something else. Queen of Wands. I do feel that you guys, and I feel that, to be honest with you, it's Queen of Wands energy showing here, Aquarius. Even though that's not your sign, this is your energy. Queen of Wands in a job, knows everything about her job, but she's got to a point where she says, you know what, I've got to have something else now. So I feel that you guys, even though you've enjoyed being where you are, I do feel that you're ambitious now, or your ambitions are to find something else. I think that your ambitions are to find something else with this Eight of Cups energy showing here. The strength, but you need the strength maybe. Let's have a look. Strength and the Nine of Coins. So this is strong finances. This is strong gain. So gain, but this can also be gaining strength, or there's strength in gain. Let's have a look at this one here. Oh no, Wheel of Fortune or not. That's really good. That's actually really good. I think this combination here, because the Nine of Coins is all about you finding, getting financial gain, and I think this is going to be a big financial gain. I think this is going to be something extraordinary. I think that you guys hold back from doing this. I think that what happens here is that you are made some form of an offer here, because what's going on here is that you guys are showered. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups could be a shower card. You almost showered with praise with the Six of Wands, because the Six of Wands is about receiving praise, and it's about receiving, lots of good feedback from colleagues and from bosses. And I feel that you guys here are receiving lots and lots of praise. Between the Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands, I think you're receiving a lot of praise here. I do feel that there's jealousy here with this Five of Swords energy. It might be that you've got jealousy coming from a Leo person, somebody who likes to be in charge. It could be this Queen of Wands energy. And usually when I do readings on YouTube, I don't really double up the cards anyway, because you've got quite a strong woman here. You've got the Queen of Wands and Strength. So they're both Leo energies. She can be Aries, but because this is Leo, she can also be a Leo anyway. So Leos like to be in charge. And what I'm getting here is a woman who's quite kind of overpowering with that Strength energy. And I think that you're getting some jealousy, actually, Aquarius, from a very overpowering female here. She could also be a Leo as well, okay? So I do feel that you're getting kind of overpowered by, I think there's jealousy coming from this person here. The Seven of Swords could also be underhandedness as well. So this person would not be very good. Five of Swords, Seven of Swords together, terrible combination, because the Five of Swords is somebody who can be really jealous. They can be very catty. They can be very bitchy. She's not reversed, but she doesn't have to be reversed, because the Queen of Wands likes to have control of other people. She really does. She loves, you know, she likes, and also very competitive. The Wand people are extraordinarily competitive, I'm afraid. So this woman would be very competitive. You know, she likes to have control over others. You know, she really does like having control over others. You know, she's very overpowering with these two cards. Very strong, overpowering, probably very, very competitive with that Five of Swords as well. Very competitive. Those three cards to me are suggesting a very competitive individual. And this person doesn't like, can you see how there she's looking in? She's looking in on you there, Aquarius. There you are. But the only reason I'm reading you as the Seven of Swords is because that's an Aquarius card. Okay, so that's why I'm reading you. I dare say this person's done all sorts of shenanigans with that Seven of Swords as well. But I feel with the Six of Cups in the reverse being that we are looking at things in a more realistic light, in a more mature light. And the Seven of Swords being you, Aquarius, being kind of very clever and stuff. I think that this is you having an awareness with this Six of Cups in the reverse. You're coming to reality with the Six of Cups in the reverse that you're going to have to tread carefully. Because the Seven of Swords also means to tread carefully. You're going to have to tread carefully, especially if you want to gain money. And also if you want to gain a bigger position here within the Wheel of Fortune. Because the Wheel of Fortune is like the big change. You know, this is like hitting the jackpot, and the Nine of Coins is like gaining. So this is almost like you gaining that jackpot with the Nine of Coins. This is like going from a nine to a wheel. You know, here, you're not doing too badly. But if you go to the Wheel of Fortune, you've hit the big, you know, you've hit the jackpot. You've made the money. You've got the big place here. I think somebody, and the Five of Swords in a work reading can be somebody who, and especially with that Seven of Swords, that's sabotage. So what I'm getting here, we're going to do the reading one more time for work. Sorry about this, Aquarius. But what I'm getting here is this. I feel that you guys are being showered with lots of praise. Because the Ace of Cups is the shower card. It's the overabundance card. It's the water card. It's like when you get an Ace of Cups, it's like a whoosh. It's like an over thing. An over. Sometimes you get that card, somebody's really angry and they're showing it. They're letting go of their emotions. Doesn't have to be in the reverse. Definitely upright. It shows somebody getting really angry. So there's an overflow of praise here. You guys are getting lots of praise here. But you see how the Five of Swords looks across at these two cards? They don't like it. I'm seeing jealousy because some of you Aquarians are getting lots of praise. I think that jealousy is probably coming from a Queen of Wands stroke strength. All right, a very overpowering individual, somebody who likes to be in charge, somebody who's quite controlling as well with the Queen of Wands and the Strength card. I think with this Five of Swords, they're very, very competitive. And I also think that they like to sabotage, or they've tried to sabotage you with these cards as well. This person likes to be in charge. They like to be the only one who everybody praises. They don't like the fact that you're being praised because it almost puts them in the shadow and they hate it. I do feel that you guys, Aquarius, have, number one, thought about kind of walking away with the Eight of Cups energy. I do think that you've kind of thought about doing that with the Eight of Cups. And I even feel with you being the Seven of Swords, you've even made plans with that Seven of Swords to find another job here with the Eight of Cups because of this individual here who keeps trying to kind of undermine you with the Five of Swords energy, discredit anything that you are praised for, and they try and sabotage you as well. So I do feel that you have made plans, being that Seven of Swords energy, that, you know, you've made, well, some of you guys, I think it's more that you've kind of been making plans or thinking about making plans on how you kind of get out of there with that Eight of Cups. But I think there's two things with you, Aquarius. Number one, I do think that some of you guys have thought about walking away from the job because of this person here who's trying to sabotage. Every time you get praise, Eight of Cups and the Six of Wands, this individual here who's quite competitive, well, not even quite competitive, very, very competitive, very controlling. They like to strong arm people. They like to overpower people. This person likes to kind of put you down with that Five of Swords. This person wants to discredit everything that you do here. And with the Seven of Swords, you probably said to yourself, you know what, I'm going to have to make some plans, you know, about kind of leaving because I can't put up with this energy from this person. But on the other hand, I feel that you're very aware with this Six of Cups in the reverse that with the Seven of Swords energy, you have to be careful about what you do with that Seven of Swords. You've got to be very cautious about it. It's all very well and good thinking, well, I could make plans to leave with this Eight of Cups energy. You Aquarius is saying to yourself, but at the same time, maybe, just maybe, you know, because I'm aware that me and this person are never going to be friends, that this person's never going to like me, that this person's always going to be jealous and they're always going to try and put me down. I'm aware now with the Six of Cups, I'm thinking realistically, what I've got to do is I've got to be careful of leaving, because I want to achieve, I think you want to achieve something within the company that you're already in. I think you want to achieve something within the business. So you guys are kind of like, yeah, I could leave and I could be making plans to do that, working out a strategy on how I do that, because I'm sick of all the bullshit. But at the same time, I'm very aware here that I need to, with the Seven of Swords energy, be careful of that. Be cautious when doing that, because, you know, that Nine of Coins and the Wheel of Fortune, you know, and also for some of you guys, it's like I need to be aware, or I'm very aware here that I need to be careful in terms of giving this person any type of power as well, because that's what you're doing. You can already see they've done it to other people anyway, because there's two people behind this swordsman here. All right, so I need to be cautious of doing this, because money, Nine of Coins energy, because I want to maintain my status. Not only do you want to maintain your financial status with the Nine of Coins, you maintain your financial independence. No, you know, not only do you want to maintain your financial security here, your personal financial security here, you want it to grow as well. And also you want your status within the company, which is pretty secure as a Nine of Coins anyway, to grow with the Wheel of Fortune. You want it to go even further. You want to make more money within the company. You want to rise to a bigger position. So part of you wants to go, and a part of you is like, well, fuck it, why should I go? I am very aware that this will never be my friend. So maybe what I need to do here is just be very, very careful around this individual, because I've got a house to maintain. I've got bills to pay. This is a really good job. I'm earning good money and I'm secure here, and I want to get bigger money and I want to rise further as well, you know? So why let somebody affect you who, you know, who shouldn't affect you at the end of the day? This person's nothing more than a jealous little douchebag. Male or female, they're just jealous. They really are just jealous. You know? They're just jealous. That's all they are. They're just jealous. And you know that. You understand. You see how it works. You're of Six of Cups in the reverse. You're not naive. This is someone who is no longer naive. Six of Cups in the upright is naive. You're no longer naive. You're not naive also to their dealings. Because whilst I see this as you, I see this as them at the same time. I'm reading it double. So you're no longer naive to their bullshit, to the fact that they've tried sabotaging you. And they have tried sabotaging you. They've put you down and they've tried sabotaging you. And you're no longer naive to their bullshit and to what they're trying to do on you. They're trying to bring you down. But the only reason they're bringing you down, Aquarius, is because they're fucking jealous. Sorry, but they are. You get loads of praise for what you do. You do a brilliant job and they're just jealous. And there are two queens in the tarot. If they're not reversed, is it two or one? I would say call out probably one queen within the tarot that if she's not reversed can be jealous, and that's your Queen of Wands, because she likes the limelight all to herself. She hates anyone taking the limelight, and that's what you've done there. But you're no longer naive to their, you know, to their underhanded tactics and the fact that they're trying to kind of put you down with the Five of Swords energy, and they're trying to make you feel like shit. They're trying to get rid of you, basically. You know what, my darlings? If you're saying I'm no longer naive to their bullshit, but also I'm very aware that I need to be careful about leaving because I'm earning good money and I want it to grow and I want to get bigger in this company, you carry on doing that Nine of Coins and Wheel of Fortune. It will serve you well. Don't let anyone try and kind of, you know, sabotage your future plans. Don't let them do that. Let's have a quick look at what we see for career then. We're going to get the answer deck. The fortune telling deck is a little bit too difficult to shuffle that bag. It's annoying. It's quite big as well. It hurts my hands. All right, it's showing me in 3 cards. What is the advice you have for Aquarius in their career? What's the advice you have for Aquarius in their career? Right, it's saying you've got to forgive. It says forgiveness will be frustrating. Okay. In the home. Okay, so the home will be the place that you're comfortable in, which will be work. There's frustrations within the home. You've got to forgiveness. Though there's frustrations within work, you've got to try and forgive. So yeah. I think that you already do, because what I sense in this reading with you Aquarians is it's not like you hate this person. It's like you could, you know, they're neither here nor there to you. That's what the vibe that I get from you guys. That's the vibe that I'm getting for you guys, for this person. This is the person that's doing all the sabotaging, and you're no longer naive. You're no longer naive to the fact that they have been trying to sabotage you and put you down. All right? They're trying to sabotage you and fuck you over. That's what they're trying to do with those cards, and you're not naive to that. You see it very, very, very clearly. But I think that at the same time, and also this strength card is, though, that you have the strength, probably with the Nine of Coins energy, to stay put where you are. Because the Nine of Coins is all about staying put because you're comfortable. All right? Staying put. You know, also you've got strong security here. Your security is secured here as well. And you're very aware of those energies there. And you're also aware, I think, you're not naive that with all the hard work that you've put in, it's definitely going to pay off. Because the Nine of Coins is also about being rewarded for hard work. So all the hard work you put in with the Nine of Coins, you see paying off with that will. So you're not naive that all the hard work that you've put in is going to pay off. So you're kind of like, why should I walk away? Why should I leave? So really the universe is saying just, you know, frustration, and it's called the home because it's where you're comfortable. The job is where you're comfortable. So even though there's frustration in the home, i.e. work, you're just going to have to try and forgive. But then, to be honest with you, Aquarius, I don't even think you guys give a fuck. I don't think you, sorry for swearing, I don't think you care. I think that you're kind of like, I don't really care about this person anyway. I just don't care. Because I don't get any angry energy from you at all. I don't get any angry energy. All I'm getting is angry energy and bullshit from this Queen of Wands straight. That's all I'm getting. I'm not getting any anger from you guys. All I see is people that are sitting back and going, what an idiot. You know, but I get what they are, you know. And I'm just going to kind of... And I think that you've already done that because you understand with this Six of Cups in the reverse that you got to be clever. In other words, maybe you understand that you just got to play the game. If they want to try and put you down. But I don't see no anger coming from you guys. All I see is people that are focusing on themselves and where they can go in their career, which I think is phenomenal. Okay, bear with me. I'm just going to get your love reading. Aquarius, so we're going to have a look at your love now. Let's have a look what's going on. So for love, we've got Judgment. Often I see Judgment as the crossroads card. There's two ways I can look at Judgment in a love reading. It's either whereby you're reconnecting or resurrecting something with someone from the past, or this could be kind of having to make a final definitive decision. Let's have a look. The Eight of Wands. I'm seeing messages coming back around. I'm seeing the resurrection of messages or communication between you and someone else. Okay, Judgment and the Eight of Wands, it's almost like a death energy. It's almost like moving or transformation or moving to the other side. Because Judgment and the Eight of Wands, this is messages. This is messages coming forth. This is, you know, somebody dies with Judgment and the Eight of Wands, they're often transitioning maybe to the other side with the Judgment because they're rising up and the Judgment energy is kind of moving to the other side. So this is kind of like a transition, like moving to the other side sort of thing. Let's have a look at the other one. Ten of Wands though, so Ten of Wands, lots of pressure showing here. I think I almost feel kind of resurrecting something to do with communication here is a burden. It's either for you or someone else because the Ten of Wands is somebody's struggling to do that, I think. Because the Ten of Wands is like somebody's weighed down by this energy here. Let's have a look at the next cards. Two of Swords. The heart is closed on the Two of Swords energy. Yeah, there's definitely the heart being closed. Two of Swords energy to the Seven of Swords, to a cheat, a liar, a deceiver. Somebody's closed their heart to this. I don't know whether that's you, because that's Aquarius energy, but let's just say this isn't you and this is somebody else. We don't always have to read the Seven of Swords as you, Aquarius. I think resurrecting communication with this Seven of Swords person is really difficult for you. Okay, I feel with the Two of Swords energy, someone's closed their heart. It's either you that's closed your heart or the other person. If this is the other person, then resurrecting communication, so starting to speak again with you, the Seven of Swords, it's not going to happen with the Two of Swords energy. Too much pressure. Somebody doesn't want to do that. So it's either you or someone else doesn't want to resurrect communication. I think that somebody's being dishonest. Seven of Swords, that's why. Yeah, oh my God, I've shuffled these cards so well. Five of Swords. Five of Swords in love is somebody who takes advantage. This is somebody who's quite cruel. This is hurt. Yeah, I'm seeing separation because the Five of Swords is abandonment and separation. I'm seeing separation in a relationship. Five of Swords and the Two of Cups. Okay, or great hurt within a relationship. The Emperor could be via the person. The person could cause this. But the Emperor is... when you get the Emperor, this is somebody who... you got the Two of Cups and the Emperor here. So the Emperor is somebody who is a strong energy. It's a strong kind of... a strong kind of presence within a relationship. This person can often be very protective within a relationship as well. But I'm seeing abandonment, Five of Swords energy within a relationship. Abandonment, separation. Five of Swords can be separation, abandonment, cruelty within a relationship is the Two of Cups energy. The Emperor. Okay. I think that this is you fighting the Emperor. I don't think that the Emperor is you. I think this is a person here. Can you see how that Knight of Wands is going in on the Emperor? Usually on this Knight of Wands, what I found with this Knight of Wands on this deck, Aquarius, is it often shows a really angry, aggressive individual. Not unless this person is actually quite aggressive. But the Knight of Wands I often see as the person going on this. But this person's very immovable. This person is almost like, I don't care. I get the impression that you're very angry with this individual here. I think there's been a separation in a relationship here. But I'm wondering because... this person doesn't want to know the Seven of Swords. So say the Seven of Swords isn't you, Aquarius. This must be, say for example, that's you and that's the other person, okay? This cannot be you then. This must be the other person. Separation within a relationship. I think that somebody's really angry that you cut yourself off from the relationship and you're immovable. See, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Because with the Emperor, he's immovable. He's standing by his guns. That must be you. You must be the Emperor. So if this is you, we'll read it two ways. Because Judgment and the Eight of Wands, it's too much. Too much pressure. This is a really hard thing to do. Alright, Ten of Wands, and it's just too much pressure to resurrect communication. You're blocking out a Seven of Swords individual. This person seems to think that they can come back. Probably take advantage again. This person's probably trying to sneak around you. But what I'm getting here is that you've blocked them out, Aquarius. I'm not going to read you it. I mean, I could read you as that. I'll read it two ways. So if this is you, let's get this other card here. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of anger here. Can you see the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands? These are angry people. Especially that Page of Swords, aspected by that Knight of Wands. He's really angry. He's angry at the Emperor. Page of Swords, I'm seeing lots of angry words coming forward. But you're immovable. What I'm getting here is this. If this is you... who's decided you don't want a relationship with someone this week or going forward into the next few weeks. What I'm seeing here is, Aquarius, that... okay, so let's forget that the Seven of Swords is ruled by Aquarius. Forget that, all right? Judgment and the Eight of Wands, the resurrection of communication. This is communication and Judgment is the resurrection. So I'm seeing resurrecting some form of communication or basically just starting to communicate with someone again. I think that this is kind of like a real burden for some of you Aquarians here, all right? I think because you've blocked this person out. I think because they've lied. I think they've cheated with that Seven of Swords. And I think what you've done, Aquarius, is you've blocked this person out because of those readings, okay? Because of those reasons. I think you cut yourself off. So I think that you're the Five of Swords. And I think you cut yourself off from this relationship and you've stood by your guns. All right? I think you've stood by your guns. Don't be surprised if the person that you cut off now is very angry that you've done that. Because they're coming towards you, but you're like, nope, nope. You know, and it might be that they're pursuing you with words. Because it might not be that they're angry. It might be that they're pursuing you with words. I'm just going to ask the universe what type of words through the Page of Swords. They're either pursuing you with angry words or they're pursuing you with some. What type of words are they pursuing Aquarius with? What type of words is this person pursuing Aquarius with? Yeah, words of let's reconcile, Three of Cups, of joy, pleasantness, Three of Cups energy. They're trying to be really friendly. So this is friendly, really friendly words. It's more than likely they're probably pursuing you with, I wouldn't say that this is verbal. I'd say this is email or text. They're probably going to pursue you with an email or a text. Being really friendly with the Three of Cups energy. All right? Being really, really friendly with that Three of Cups. They're going to be really, really friendly with the Three of Cups energy. Okay? Yeah, really, really friendly. So what I'm seeing here is, okay, and also they might say to you, you know, something like, you know, I agree, you know, Ace of Coins energy, because for me the Ace of Coins is all about building or trying to build or trying to or investing in a relationship. Okay. But I just feel that you guys are Queen of Swords reversed for me is somebody who's really hurt. I hope you can see those cards. Three of Swords, to me this is just really, really hurt feelings. Also, this could be a third party situation going on, because the Three of Swords is like one person coming between two, and we do have a Queen of Swords in the reverse here. And also the betrayal card as the Ten of Swords energy, and death as well. So it's almost like some of you guys, it's almost like this person, I feel that this person will come back. They'll pursue you with words of friendship, friendly words, Three of Cups energy, you know, and they'll say something like, you know, I agree that I needed to commit a little bit more, you know. I know that I hurt you, Queen of Swords in the reverse, really deeply with that Three of Swords energy, okay. And, you know, I know that I betrayed you here, and this is what's led to you giving up on me. Let's see if there's a but here. Giving up on me and abandoning me. But you know, it's almost like I'm just reading a few cards here from what I can get here. Let's go through this reading again for love. God, this reading's gone on for ages. Sorry, guys. I really do apologise. Sorry about that. What I'm getting here, Aquarius, is for love. And it's either you that's doing this, or it's somebody, or it's the other way around. So if anybody's cross-watching, they're like, no, it's the Aquarius that cheated. Yes, okay, I agree. The Aquarius cheated. All right, so if it's the Aquarius that cheated, I'll agree with that, because that can be the Aquarius, the Seven of Swords. But I'm reading this from the Aquarius being cheated on point of view, all right? However, I will allow, if you come and you say, I'm watching this and the Aquarius cheated, I will agree with you and say the Aquarius cheated. So if the Aquarius cheated, yes, they cheated on you. But it could also be more than likely that the Aquarius has been cheated on, because I'm not always going to read that as the Aquarius. I hope that makes sense. Let's just read it in this way to cut down time. Resurrecting any type of communication with someone is going to be very difficult for you Aquarians with Ten of Wands. I think it's because this person cheated. Seven of Swords energy, and I think with the Two of Swords you blocked them out. Now I think that because you cut this person off, you cut yourself off Five of Swords from the relationship of the Two of Cups, and you're stuck by your guns and you say, no, no, no way, I'm not giving you another chance. It doesn't matter how many times you come back around me, I'm not giving you another chance. You've cut them off from social media, all sorts. All right. I feel that this person is still pursuing you. I think that they'll still pursue you with these kind of, you know, these words, this communication of the Page of Swords, probably an email or a text saying something like, you know, could also be, I agree, Three of Cups energy, that I was naive. Because, so firstly, the words that they'll say is friendly. There'll be friendly words, Three of Cups. But they might say something like, because the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, sorry, means to be naive. All right, so I agree, I was naive. I was stupid, basically, with the Ace of Coins, Aquarius, okay? I deeply hurt you, Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords showing there, okay? And you know what? I surrender. The Ten of Swords is I surrender. So I don't blame you for ending the relationship and abandoning me, okay? But I see clearly the Ace of Swords energy that you were the one. You were the one. You were the only person that made me feel happy. So this person's going to come back around and they're going to basically try and mend the relationship with you, basically, Aquarius. Let me get that again. You're not giving someone a chance here. Judgment, the Eight of Wands. What I'm seeing here is resurrection of communication. But it's too much of a struggle for you guys. Too much hard work. This person lied, Seven of Swords. You blocked them out. You cut yourself off, Five of Swords, from the relationship, and you're stuck by your guns with the Emperor energy. This person, can you see how this immovable, this unstoppable force reaches the immovable object of the Emperor? That's you. You're like, no, I'm not interested. And they're like, please, please, please. No, no, no. And they'll pursue you fervently, Knight of Wands, with all of these words. Email more than likely saying, you know, and it's a really friendly email with that Three of Cups. But, you know, I agree, Three of Cups. I was childish. I was naive. Ace of Pentacles. Remember, the Ace of Coins was just born yesterday, so it's a child. I agree. I was naive. Okay. I hurt you deeply. Queen of Swords reverse, Three of Swords energy showing here. And you know what? I'm not putting up any resistance to this. I accept that you had to end it and abandon me. Five of Coins energy. But I see clearly now, Ace of Swords, that you are the one. You're the one that made my day. You're the one that made me smile. You made me so, so happy. you know. This person's going to come with all of this stuff to you, all right? And you brought me strength as well. I felt really strong, okay? You brought me strength and you grounded me, okay? You brought me strength and you were, you know, all of this stuff, you know. Because the Queen of Coins is a really grounded female, a really grounded person. You know, so I see clearly now that you made me happy. I was the happiest with the Strength and the Nine of Cups that I've ever been with anyone. You really grounded me. You were the perfect woman or male for me as well, because the Queen of Coins is the perfect man or woman if you want to settle down. So this person's going to come with all of these apologies and stuff, you know. Completely down to you what you do though. But they will, for some of you guys in the next few weeks, come back with all of this stuff about, you know, how sorry they are and they regret this and they regret that. There's definitely regret energy here. Let's have a look. So, Universe, what do you have to say for love for Aquarius? Show me. So, it says woman of the world, which I think is what you are, male or female. Love. Dark-haired woman. Okay, woman of the world, love, dark-haired. So, there's two women here and there's love showing up here. I'm wondering if a woman of the world loves a dark-haired woman. So maybe this is a same-sex type thing for some of you guys. Yeah, something like that. Interesting. I'll see if there's anything else. Let's get the romance angels. Anything else for love for Aquarius, please? Any other advice for love for Aquarius? Yeah, it says pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yeah, they're coming back round because basically they're probably a bit of a narcissist, to be honest. They're trying to hoover you up again. I think it's called hoovering. Your prime supply again for me. Looks like, you know, be careful of this douchebag, whoever they are. They're coming back round. They're saying, oh, I realise, blah, but that's what all narcissists say. When you block a narcissist out, that's when they come back even stronger with the Knight of Wands. When you block them out, they come back even stronger. That's what they tend to do. All right, my darlings, that's your reading. Oh, my goodness, I'm so sorry. It went on for ages, didn't it? Anyway, you can just go to where you want to on the reading anyway. But, yeah, thanks for your time. Take care, babes. If you'd like to order a reading, click on the link in the comment section. Go straight through to my website or the end screen. Take care. Bye.